Does the universe listen to us? Are there and is there any evidence that what we carry in our consciousness is actually being listened to and responded to? Have you ever manifested a parking spot or anything else where you said, okay, I need this, and it came to you? In my courses, Living from Vision, based on research work that I also practiced with Dr. Vern Wolf, where I got my master's in holodynamics, and Dr. Rod Newton, we have been teaching worldwide humans to manifest and to be in a collaborative, co-creative, interactive interaction with the universe, to communicate and to clearly speak the language of the universe, which happens to be an energetic blueprint that you need to know how to create in order to clearly emanate a question, an answer, or a wish, in order for the universe to co-vibrate in resonance with your internal self. And then a collaboration starts happening, and the universe can give you the answers. There are so many miracle stories that I wrote about in my book, Dream Big, The Universe is Listening. And now I just recorded this cute little dialogue that I want to invite you to listen to. Of course, I created it with AI and tried something out on Google. And yes, it's AI voices, but it gets the point across, and it's a story that really happened to me that I describe in the book, Dream Big, The Universe is Listening. You can get the book on Amazon. It is inspiring, and it in and of itself will give you strength and faith in the ability to communicate effectively with the universe so you can live your vision and manifest your dreams here in this lifetime. We are here to grow as souls. And one of the ways in which we get the feedback that things are going right is by giving the message into the echo, into the universe, and then listening to the return. So I am inviting you to my little dialogue, and then to also keep reading. Get the book, Dream Big, The Universe is Listening. I invite you to experiment and also join me on my online platform, where I have an academy teaching specific steps of how to manifest and also to elevate your consciousness step by step, day by day. Whatever your interest is, I have taught these courses for the last 35 years, meditation since 40 years, and I've helped thousands and thousands of people to get phenomenal results. So you too can do this. Come and join me on the platform, and all the links will be below in the YouTube link here. But first, listen to this fun dialogue. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi there. I am glad you found me. I am an interdimensional guide.
Wow, now you got me. I had been sitting here just daydreaming of what it would be like to find someone who could teach me from the higher dimensions, and here you are.
That's how it works. You dream it first, and then it happens. You've got to ask, that's for sure.
Okay, now that you're here, let me try something. What does it take for me to manifest things with great ease, even possibly instantaneously? Is there a trick?
Well, yes, actually. There is a trick. You simply have to occupy the frequency of the reality you wish to experience. However, that is the catch. You have to be what you want to see.
All right, I'm in. Give me the story, something where maybe one of your other students did something or experienced something extraordinary.
All right, I'm ready. Actually, you might as well get started reading my book, Dream Big, The Universe is Listening. It will tell you lots of those kinds of stories. But I can give you a little head start right here.
All right, just give me one of those stories now.
All right. Well, there was this woman sitting in the airplane flying from Seattle via Washington, D.C., and onwards to Miami, midsummer. She was starting a swim with wild dolphin seminar the next day. Now, you must know that the East Coast during the summer has lots of weather issues. And as you might guess,
The plane was delayed?
actually, even worse. The plane was diverted to the Baltimore airport, and the passenger next to her, a doctor, told her that he had been through this so many times, and she was now facing being bussed back down to DC, where she would likely miss her connecting flight to Florida. Actually, it was guaranteed she would miss it, he said, with absolute certainty.
So now, don't tell me this poor woman was going to get stuck in DC overnight and miss her group swimming with dolphins. My God, that would be terrible.
Well, this is where the magic starts. She simply refused to go along with the story. As she was reading a book about time shifting, she was very inspired to try it out herself. She simply pretended that she was landing in Washington, D.C. and catching her onward flight, visualizing herself leading the group the next day without any interference.
All right, I like it. So what she did is pretend she was already in the future, but despite all odds, she had to muster up that kind of conviction.
You are a smart cookie. Yes, that's exactly what she had to do. So when they landed, you can imagine she anticipated hearing that she was in Washington, D.C.
Oh no, I'm hearing something else is coming.
Yes, you guessed that right. The male voice announced over the loudspeaker that they had landed, indeed, as expected, in Baltimore.
Well, I guess that trick didn't work.
Well, hold on, not so fast. This is where this woman just held on to her feeling of being in the future she really wanted to be in. She refused to give in. As they were taxing to the gate, she simply pretended she was going to get out in Washington, D.C.
Oh no, God, I am already holding my breath. What happened next?
Yep, you're holding your breath for the right reasons. Because after they opened the door, the same male voice came up over the loudspeaker and said, "Oops, a little update here. We were just informed that we actually landed in D.C."
What? You're trying to tell me that this really worked, and the woman, by just pretending to be in the future of her choice and not wavering, jumped timelines, or through a hoop, or a black hole, or a wormhole?
Well, you can read this whole story in the book Dream Big, The Universe is Listening by Ilona Selk. And she even tells you how to go about creating these kinds of miracles in your daily life yourself.
All right, let me write that down. Dream Big, The Universe is Listening by Ilona Selk.
Yes, and this book is full of miracle stories and steps on how to achieve them that will get you well on your way.
Well, I'm certainly glad I started daydreaming, imagining I would run into some kind of multi-dimensional wizard or angel. Thanks for having shown up.
You are so welcome, and I'm so excited that you're catching on to how this universe actually works, because it is listening, and it wants you to connect to its very core and source. But that's a story for another time.